This is the solution to the exercise for lesson 7. In this exercise, we're asked to create a project and on the form place 5 labels and 5 text boxes and 1 button. And then in the button 1 click event, we want to take the value from each of the text boxes and put it into a certain data type that's defined for us. So let's go ahead and do this really quickly. I'm just going to double click label 5 times. I'm going to double click text box 5 times. And I'm going to double click button once. And so now we have all of our controls on our form. Let's go ahead and just space them out. And then put the labels next to them. Doesn't have to be pretty. In the first one, we want to put the text string. Then we want to put integer. Then we want to put date. Then boolean. And then double. And the text boxes, let's go ahead and take a little bit more care about setting the properties here. Let's go ahead and change this to txt string, because we'll need to refer to these in code. Txt integer, txt date, txt boolean, and txt double. Great. Okay, now let's go ahead and clear out the text on each one of these text boxes. I'm violating one of my best practices, and that is I should rightfully name these LBL string, LBL integer, and so on. But I'm not going to do that for this example, just to save a little time. And just to be fancy, we'll call this btn go. And then in the click event for this button, we want to dimension 5 variables. And we can call them anything we want. Let's give them a meaningful name. In this case, my string as string. My integer is integer. And then my double as double. Okay. And now we want to take the values from each of the text boxes and place them into our new variables here. So let's go my string equals txt string.text. My integer equals txt integer.text. My date equals txt date.text. My boolean equals txt boolean.text. And my double equals txt double.text. Okay, so that basically completes the exercise. But if you're curious, follow along. I want to show you the problem with doing an application this way and why not explicitly doing conversions can cause problems in your application. Let's go ahead and run this application. And we'll run it twice. The first time what I'm going to do is be a good user, and I'm going to type in a value that I know should fit each of the data types. And we'll click go. And nothing happens. Now, that's a good sign because no errors were raised. What if this time I choose to change integer to A, or choose date to September 3rd, 2004, and a Boolean to yes, and we'll just leave double, but we could make it error out there as well. And notice that right away on the integer we get a problem that you cannot cast from string A to type integer. So I'm not going to try to show you how to solve this just yet. We've already solved the exercise, but just keep in mind that whenever you're creating input areas for users, that you should be cognizant of the type of data that you expect to retrieve, and then also check it and make sure that what they typed in is actually a valid data type for what you're expecting. And this will become more obvious as we continue to go through the lessons. Just something to pique your interest as we go along. Thank you.